to all of you. Hey Janardana. Satyam Teneti says, Pranams Guruji, recent days I hear this constantly that companies force unrealistic expectations on employees. I am mentoring one such girl from Chennai recently as she joined a big banking firm in US. The boss expectation is that she should understand the project and explain it the second day after her joining. Doing job becomes tough these days, not because of technology, but unrealistic expectations. With God's blessings, I could help her set right expectations to her boss politely and guided her to understand the project in short time. That's why I love what I am doing these days. Good. You have given here, Satyam, one, the boss expectation is that she should understand the project and explain it the second day after her joining. The boss is not bothered about the company, please remember. The boss is bothered about her own promotions and her own coming up in the ladder. If the company prospers, everybody will prosper. That attitude and all is not there. That is all gone. 50, 60 years back probably that might have been there. Today generally greed has become the very basis of anything. You do anything, people are greedy. You do anything to them. You give them everything, you give them the whole world. You be very loyal to them. They want something more than that. That's the basic nature itself of every human, not only company. Everywhere it is like that. Love has been replaced with possessiveness. Desire has been replaced with greed. Desire is the root cause of existence. Without desire, we cannot live. Okay. If you live without desire, it will be suicidal. That is why even great sannyasis, great rishis had a desire to have the vision of Bhagavan. The reason is, otherwise you become a dead wood. There will be no life at all. When there is no life, anything you do is not going to be useful to you or to this world or to anything. When you are alive and when you are live, then you will be able to contribute to anybody and everybody. If you are only physically alive, then you are already a dead wood. Once again, you, me and all, not personal. In order to make the conversation more meaningful so that you can understand, I use I, you, me, all these things. Okay. Don't misunderstand me for using this. These particular letters or words, whatever it is. So, already desire has been replaced with greed. You are here writing that the boss expectation that she should understand the project and explain it the second day after her joining. Yeah. You have joined a very big concern. You say that it is some Chennai, she joined a big banking firm in US. In US or India, nowadays in corporate sector, they mean business, as I said, perform or perish. So, you have to perform or perish. You are expected to know everything the time you join. That's all. That is what they expect. Because even rounds of interviews, you have 10 rounds, 20 rounds. Those days interview means only one round will be there. There is not even second round. Okay. Probably that may extend for a few hours or something like that, depending on the position, and probably they may have more it will be like a conversation. Always the interviewers will not know certain things in their own life, and the same question will be asked to everybody. If somebody answers that question to his satisfaction, which he is not aware of, whether it is right or wrong is not the point. To the satisfaction of the interviewer, if you have answered the question, you are given the job. As far as that question is concerned, the interviewer doesn't know anything, he is ignorant. In fact, he is a fool. Okay. The one who interviews, as far as that question, for which he doesn't know an answer, or he has been looking for an answer all these years, he is ignorant. He has no knowledge about it. When you answer that question, you are given the job. And he says, you have been given the job, you have done wonderfully. Only one question really determined your job. Since you were able to answer that particular question, you got the job. Only one question. Okay. And he says, you are very brilliant, you have been given the job. As far as that question is concerned, he is a fool. A fool is saying that you are brilliant. And you say, thank you. Who is the real fool? Doing the job becomes tough these days, not because of technology, but unrealistic expectations. Yeah. Expectation means it is unrealistic. Once you use the word itself, there is nothing like a realistic expectation. Can you do something without any expectation? Please remember, that will be the best job. That will be the best work you would have ever performed in your life. When you do something dedicatedly without expectation, automatically it will be awarded or rewarded. You don't aim for awards or rewards, but do the job the way it has to be done, sincerely, contributing your total might to it. Then the result will be there. Karmanyevadhigarasya ma phaleshu kadachanaha. Do your karma, Krishna. Do your karma sincerely. Don't expect the fruits of action. Don't expect. But do the action the way it has to be done. Then everything will come. Automatically you will be blessed. You need not expect. You need not run behind awards and rewards. The only thing is required is your duty to be dutiful. That's all. With God's blessings, I could help her set the right expectation to her boss politely. I'm sorry, sir. I beg to differ. Satyam, it may go up for some time. Once again, it will resurface in something else. You have done your job as you wanted to help your friend. You have told her, please handle like this. You please tell your talk, etc. Okay. But please remember, by doing that, what happens is, your friend becomes dependent on you. She is never going to learn. You should make her learn and allow her to grow. When she comes with a problem, you should tell her that you give all the try and then come back to me. Have you understood? Otherwise, she will cling on to you. And every time something happens, she is going to come back to you. That is not the right way. You may. That is why I love what I am doing these days. Please remember. Of course, I don't say that you should not help. You have to help. But you should also see that your help is properly understood and she upgrades her skill. Interpersonal communication is very important, whether it is domestic or whether it is professional. There is no doubt about it. So she has to develop communicative skills. She must know how to talk to her bosses. You can't keep doing a 24-hour service. You may be having a job, you may be having your own business, you will be having something called domestic, you will be having so many obligations. You can't spend so much of time on one person. It's not possible. That is the practicality. And you must educate the person to communicate effectively. She has to do it. Next time she should not come to you. She must be able to communicate the way. I can understand, of course. She was hardly 2 days old in that organization. In that panic mode, she might have asked. But every time she comes, it will be a problem for you. You love what I am doing those days, okay? Please love. Next is Dr. Peter Reader writes, Namaskaram Guruji, ladies certainly have a heart more than men. Unsure as an individual quality. In marriage, a companion is also a soothing confidant. So a balance and understanding does occur after airing work concerns. Again, an individual quality to the marriage. But heart between the two ultimately is one. Wishes in relationship. Beautiful, beautiful, Dr. Peter. I appreciate you. Though you are a human and a man, you are more divine and a female. That's what I have seen in my limited association with you all these years. I know you almost for 2 decades. I have seen only, though you are externally a man, internally you are a female. You have that golden heart. That is why you are able to understand. No male understands like this unless you are a female. It's not possible. Thank you very much. Good comment. Surya Mambati Pudi writes, Hari Om Guruji, very insightful and practical. Thank you for your comments. Next, Vasanti Srinath writes, Namaskaram Guruji. Oftentimes we don't get support from people who are closest to us. I always feel that when a person is down, someone needs to lend a ear without judgment so that she or he can just sound off, just be the sounding board. Yes, many times we don't get support from people who are the closest to us. Yes. Familiarity breeds contempt. The more the familiar a person becomes, the contemptuous nature starts into the relationship. Yes, I don't know, that is the system or whatever it is, it happens. I appreciate you for this concern. People who are close continue to judge us, continue to give sermons to us. People who are close talk nonsense about us, despite taking maximum benefit from us, despite living a life with those benefits, but still being contemptuous. That's what happens. That is human nature. Such people will appreciate everybody else in this world, but they never appreciate the person who really stands by you. Yes, that is probably, that is a curse on humanity. Someone needs to lend ear without judgment. Yes, once you come home, if your wife is going to say something, if the husband is going to say something, don't find fault with it. Please look at it as a husband or a wife more sympathetically and try to understand their feelings and address the feelings in such a way they don't get irritated or they don't feel otherwise. Yes, I agree with you, Vasanti. Very good comment. Next we go down. There are a lot of Hari Om Guruji, Namaskaram Gurujis. Love you Guruji. All these things we are crossing, and now let us see. Yes, Lakshmi Suresh. Namaskaram Guruji. Thanks a lot for the eye-opening message. It is not only eye-opening, it is eye-opening. The way Lord came out of the pillar. What is the pillar? Pillar is the eye. Hiranyakashipu was told by Prahalada, he asked him, is he inside this pillar? Prahalada said, not only this pillar, he is everywhere. He is in the tiniest and he is in the largest. No, please tell me whether he is in this pillar or not. What Hiranyakashipu was asking, whether he is inside his ego or not. His ego was reflected as the pillar. And out of the ego came Bhagavan Narasimha. The true self came up. As long as one is egoistic, they won't be able to appreciate the role of Bhagavan. Right? So it's not only eye-opening, it is also eye-opening. Thank you very much. You meant that only. Next we go once again. Some more comments. Anybody has given? Very nice. Let me see, because I don't want to miss anything. Vasuki Yelchuri. Just need a listener, not an advocate or a judge, please. Hari Om Guruji. Well said. We don't need an advocate. Or we don't need a judge. You only need somebody to understand sympathetically what you feel. The husband should sympathize with wife, wife should sympathize with husband. If the husband has to be corrected, the wife should say that in such a way that he gets corrected. The husband, if he feels that the wife has to be corrected, he has to say in such a way that it doesn't hurt her and he delivers or she delivers in the normal way, whether husband or wife, the same thing. So the way you deliver a particular thing, the same subject can be delivered very softly, sweetly and harshly also. Somebody said, just a joke, I don't take seriously. My wife always gives 100% sound advice. Oh wow, great, he said, the other person. Then he laughed and said, 99% sound and 1% advice. I agree with you, Vasuki. Next we go down. Let me see. Humble pranams Gurudeva Venkata S. Rao Subbarao rightly expressed about males, nature of not understanding the feelings of females. Yes, most of the time the males or the masculine natured females will never ever understand. That is the truth. Yeah, what you say, I agree. Next, Kameshwari Rallabandi. Pranam Gurudeva, I totally love the way you understand us and show us the right way without making us feel inferior. The approach, the way you tell, it's really so nice. Thanks for your compliments. Then we have Neeraja Kurudi. Thank you so much, Tandri, for sharing your thoughts in official and family life, how to take precautions while interacting with family members cautiously is a nice suggestion. Romba Nandri Appa, Pranam Bhagavan. Thank you very much. Always Neeraja gives such complimentary messages. She is very biased of me because she likes me. When you like a person too much, this is what happens. You know that? When it is love and you like the person, you praise the person. When you like the person and you are possessive, you will curse the person. Please remember, when you really love the person and you really love the person and you like the person, then you will compliment. When you like the person and when you are possessive, you will curse the person. Please remember. Thank you, Neeraja, for your comments. Then we go once again down. We come to Shravanti Kunduri. Sairam Guruji, you have given us so many golden nuggets in this being boss versus leader. How we forget we are indispensable like sharp teeth. One falls off, another comes right in its place. In corporate world, forget the boundaries of home and work and not know the importance of empathy. We all failed on one or more things many times. Only your grace to be able to grow over it, realize, correct it ourselves for a better living. Thank you very much, Shravanti. I think you have understood it in the best possible way. And I know very well you must be already working on it. Then we have Aparajita Bansal. She says, Pranam Guruji, beautiful message. Thank you, Aparajita. And now we go down further to find out how Isha says, Isha Bivi. She says, Sai Bhaskar's daughter. I am gonna tie Rakis to all my future colleagues, Guruji. Well, the husband ties or the male ties a rope across the neck of the female. We call it as tali. The female is enslaved. Like that. When you tie Rakhi to a male, he will be enslaved. Maybe. Nice, Isha. Nice comment. Then some more. That's all over. So very nice. This has been beautiful. And something else we will see. Okay, we'll see it later. That's entirely a different topic. Okay. Thank you very much. God bless you. Bhagwan be with you. Thank you.